Hi, so here's a quick tutorial showing you how to play Lavender's Blue from Get Set Piano Book 2. I'm going to play it for you first because it's quite a famous song, so you might already recognise it. Here we go. Short and sweet. So let's see what's going on in this piece. A few things to work on. So we are using a key signature in this piece. It's the key signature of G major, okay? And when we're playing G major, this is the key signature right here. It's showing you a sharp sign, okay? And the sharp sign is positioned on the F line. Okay, you can check that by counting up lines from G, G, B, D, F, G, B, D, F. And let me just tell you right away that when you're in G major, which we'll just write on, and you should write this on so you get used to knowing that key, that it always has F sharp, and one sharp in any key signature is always an F sharp. If you see one sharp there, it's an F sharp, but you can always check it anyway. Okay, so first of all, you need to learn the tune, the right hand, and you'll notice that we've got a bit of an explanation here about the first and the second time bars. So the first time you play the song, you go all the way to here, and then you have a repeat sign, so we go back to the start. And then the second time, instead of playing these two bars here, we miss them out and we go directly to these two instead, okay? So one thing that I quite often like to have my pupils do is just draw a little arrow, and we might write second time, just to help you remember, because lots of times people forget when they're doing that, so you do that instead. So when you're going to play this piece, you need to make sure you've got the F sharps covered, and actually it's only going to be your left hand that plays an F sharp in this. So you can see that we're starting left hand finger number 1 on a G. So instead of starting with my hand like this, pop your finger 2 on F sharp instead of F, so that it's always ready to play that, okay? So you're ready to go then. Repeat. Second time bar. Okay. In the right hand, the things that you need to just watch out for in this piece are being ready to, let's use a different colour because I'm drawing all over this. By the way, it looks like I've just drawn in red pen all over a book, which you might be feeling a bit horrified about. I actually have a laminating sheet over the book, so it's going to wipe off. If you're going to write these kind of things in your book, either use some kind of friction ink pens that you can rub out, or pencil. So the things that you need to watch out for here is you play these quavers and you finish on a G, and then you need to be ready to play a G again really quickly. And notice it's quite a new interval in this book. It's G, it's going up a sixth, okay? So we have to stretch a little bit for that sixth. You don't need to write in that it's a sixth, but you just need to know that there is a sixth there going up to E. So previously at the beginning, and then on the first time bar. Then when you go back to the start, make sure you go back to your original starting place. So that's 5 on the D. And you know, you might want to just write in a 5 here, just so that when you go back you remember to sort of reset your hand position. So that's how that piece goes. Another thing to watch out for in this piece, I'm just talking from experience from teaching it to many pupils, is on the first time bar at the end there, you can see the left hand stepping up, C, D, E, it does that twice, C, D, E, C, D, E. Second time bar starts C, D, but it doesn't do E. It does a third up to the F sharp here, okay. It's made particularly tricky because the right hand is stepping down. So they're not going in true contrary motion. They're going like this. it says gentle moderato. Moderato means medium speed in Italian, so that's roughly around about 100 beats per minute that you're going to aim for. So set your metronome and check that you can play each hand separately at 100 beats per minute. And then when you're feeling really confident with that, then you can start putting your hands together, starting a little bit slower and then building the speed up to that 100.